Hi everyone. In this session, we are going to see two of the important transformation used in Azure Data Factory. One is your aggregate transformation, and another one is your rank. Before understanding this, I will quickly show you what I'm trying to achieve as a part of this session. So this is our supplier table where we can see various column available under this supplier table. Supplier ID and country is among two important columns in this table. So what we are trying to achieve here is we have country. Various country you can see here, right? And we want how many suppliers associated against each country. So let's say UK, how many supplier associated against UK? Similarly for USA, for other countries as well. So there is for that purpose we will use aggregate transformation. In Azure Data Factory, and other one. So if I show you, if I run this query, so you will easily understand what I'm trying to achieve here is country. You can see here Australia against two, similarly Brazil one, right? The UK two, USA four. So these are the number of suppliers associated against each country. So that is the first requirement which we are trying to achieve. Now, the second thing is that we also to do a rank on this particular output. So I will quickly show you what I'm trying to achieve here. Is if I show you this Excel, right? So uh, this is the country. I am just showing the same thing in Excel, which I just shown you in this database. So we have all this country and we have all this count of supplier ID which is associated against USA. So if you see here, USA has topmost supplier ID which is 4. Similarly, if you see for Germany and France, we have 3 supplier associated, and similarly two count supplier ID associated with all this country, and similarly one supplier ID associated with all this country. So now we want to perform a rank transformation as well. So basically what this rank is doing right here. So this rank is basically, let's say if USA is having four supplier ID, so that is the rank one. Right. Similarly, Germany and France is having three suppliers, so that will come under rank two. Right. So we just want to give a rank of whatever supplier ID we got in this output, right? So basically, in Azure Data Factory, we have two rank. One is your rank, we call it, and another one is called it as dense rank. So, but now we have to understand what this rank is and what this dense rank is. So, the basic definition of the basic difference between these two is rank is basically which is skipping the sequence, and in dense rank which doesn't skip the sequence. So I will quickly explain you how this ranking is being calculated based on this supplier ID or count of supplier ID which we got here, right? So if you see here, USA is having topmost supplier which is 4. So that obviously it's a rank 1, right? Similarly for Germany and France, we have three supplier ID. So those two will come at rank 2, right? Now this country, UK till Canada, we have two supplier against each country, so that will come under 4. Now the question is why it is not coming on 3, right? So as I mentioned, rank, the basic definition is skip the sequence, right? So that's why it is not coming 3, it is coming 4. But why 4? So if you calculate from top, 1 2 3 4, so that's why it is starting from UK, which having supplier count of 2, it falls under 4, right? So that's why we are giving 4 4 4 to each country who is having uh, supplier count of 2, right? So similarly for this country, if you see here, that is 1, right? So that is having a rank of 10. So why 10? Again, if you count it from top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 is the rank given to those country who is having supplier count of one, right? So that is all about rank. And now we'll see dense rank. So dense rank where we do not skip the sequence, right? So if we see here, USA is having four, so that's why it is dense rank. And also it is one. Germany and France, they are having again a 3-3, right? So that's way we are giving a 2 dense rank, right? But if you see from UK onwards till Canada, we are having a two supplier ID. So we are giving a rank of three, right? So as I mentioned, it is not skipping the sequence. So after two, the sequence will come three. That's why we are giving three, right? Now, for all the country who is having a supplier count of one, we are giving 444 as a dense rank. So that is the way we are calculating rank and dense rank. Now we'll see in Azure how we create pipeline for to achieve this. I have already created, but I will quickly show you as well, means how we can create pipeline or how we can create. So first of all, we have to create, sorry, data flow. So we'll go under data flow and we'll create a new data flow, right? So first of all, we'll select here add source, and now we will give here supplier source. Now we'll go here in dataset and we'll give her dataset name as supplier source, right? And we can see here if we click on this open, right? So we can see here the supplier data set is pointing to this container data, supplier source and supplier.csv. So if we point it here, data, supplier source, and this is our supplier CSV, which we have already pointed to this data set, right? So now this is our supplier source. We are fine with this. Now if I do a data refresh here, data preview, I will show you uh, how the data look like here. So it will import the data, whatever we are storing here, right? It will import the data and it will show you in data preview, right? So it will take some time. So it will basically importing the data from the source location and it will preview that data here. I mean, you will see the whole data once it will get previewed here. Yeah, you can see here all the data which were available there. It is importing and you can see preview, right? So this is our source data. Now we will implement here aggregate transformation. So if you see this aggregate transformation, so what basically this aggregate transformation is doing in Azure Data Factory, it is used to perform aggregate calculation of data such as sum, average, counts, and more. And this transformation is particularly used when you need to summarize or group data based on a specific criteria. If we see the aggregate setting, so we have output stream name, which is aggregate. We can give any name here. Description you can mention as per your requirement, and incoming is stream. So again, I have taking a incoming stream as supplier source. Now we have two option here. One is group by and another one is aggregate, right? So this group by, you can group data by one or more columns, right? So what this group by, because our core requirement is to get get a country having the supplier count, right? For each country, we have to get the supplier count. So what we will do here, we will group by. So if we select here, if we see here number of columns appear here, and we will select here as country. So group by country, and if we click on aggregate, so we will see here aggregate. So again, this aggregate function we have used in SQL as well. We are having various aggregate functions, sum, average, minimum, maximum, count, right? So we'll give here count of supplier, and we'll give here a expression count, and we'll give supplier ID as a count. So what basically it will do, it will first of all group by based on country, and against those country, it will try to find out the count of supplier, right? And that for that expression, I have used count and supplier ID. So it will count all the supplier ID against country, right? And if we quickly do a data preview here, and let's see how this data look like. Yeah, so we can see here we have UK having supplier count is as 2, USA is having maximum supplier count 4, Japan is having 2. So similar way we can see here, which I have earlier shown you, right, in one of the Excel, that this way this count of supplier ID will appear, right? Now our next transformation is that we got the country name, we got the uh, number of supplier associated against each country. So now we will see how this rank is working, right? So we'll quickly select rank transformation. So basically, what this rank is doing in Azure Data Factory. So this rank transformation is a powerful tool for generating uh, ordered ranking based on a specific sort condition, right? So this transformation is particularly useful for scenario like identifying top performing products, or like in this case, we have to find out the top performing country who is having maximum number of supplier, right? So here we will give here output is stream first of all. So we can give here any name, rank 1. Description you can give again, input is stream you can give as aggregate as a input stream for this rank. And this option we are seeing case sensitive. So this case sensitive you can choose whether the sorting should be a case sensitive or not. Based on that, you can select this option. And here you have this dense option which I just show you, right? That In rank we have two mechanism, one is rank and other one is dense rank. So on what criteria you want to do a ranking of this supplier ID, right? So right now in this example we are going to select rank and rank column. So you can give here any name. So I will give top performing supplier country. So I have just given a name of this, and here again it is asking a sort condition. So we can select here count of supplier. So basically in the last output count of supplier, right? So I have selected this count of supplier. Now we want it in ascending or descending order. So if we select ascending order, so it will start from bottom to high. So we will select here descending because we want that country who is having maximum number of supplier that will come on the top, right? So that is the reason I selected this. And if I do a data preview here, and click on refresh. Right, so we can see here this USA, which is having maximum number of supplier, that is on rank 1, because here we have selected this uh, rank. That's why you can see the rank, it is appearing here in this fashion for, right. So and again, Germany and France is having a 3-3 supplier. That's the reason it is coming uh, rank as 2-2. And as I mentioned, in rank, it is skipping the count. So that's why for a country who is having 2 as a supplier count, and for that it is appearing 4. And similarly, for country having one supplier, that is appearing 10, 10, 10. So that is, you can see here, which I just shown you. It is matching as per that, right? So, and so that's it. And if you can just add a sync here and just sync, so where you want this output in your output data set. So just give output stream name. You can add description, right? Incoming stream is your rank 1. You can select data set where, so I will select DS Suman 03 score supplier source, right? So I have selected this data set name here, and then you can go in setting option and you have to select file name option as output to single file, and here it is giving a pop-up, so set single partition, right? And output to single file, so you can give any name where you want all this output, where you want to store and what file. So I will give here supplier um, rank dot csv. So that is the output file, where output file name where your data after transformation will get stored here, and where you can go and see your results. So I have already run this. So this is your data flow, and you have to uh, make a pipeline later, right? So if I show you this one, right, which I have already made. So that is the data flow, and just you need to make a pipeline. And if you see here, this is the pipeline. In setting option, just you need to give the df aggregate rank, which we have just created. And once you run this pipeline, right, it will give you an output which we have just done now, right? So if I show you supplier rank. Yeah. So once you run that pipeline, you will see the your output in this way, right? As USA is having uh, a four number of supplier, that's why it's top supplier country, and their rank is 1, right? And later 3 France and Germany, which is having 3 supplier, and that's the reason their rank is 2. And similarly for all 2 supplier ID, like these countries who is having a rank of 3, right? It's basically a dense rank here. Earlier, I have run this pipeline based on assumption of dense rank. I have considered, right? So you will get this output uh, in the sequence which I have mentioned here, right? In the fashion of dense rank, USA 1, Germany and France 2, 2, and rest of the country you will get it uh, 3, and later it is for one supplier ID you will get a rank of 4, right? So that's all about this transformation, uh, aggregate and rank, right? So that's it. Thank you.